Infinite blessings and love. Namaste, namaskaram. This is Om Oracle Tarot, and this is Cancer's mid-month Magick Manifestation check-in for mid-May to mid-June of 2023. Now, I have to say that these are general readings and may not resonate with everyone. If they don't, that's all right. There's plenty of other great YouTube tarot readers that you can check out. If you would like to get in contact with me, feel free to drop a comment below in the comment section. You can also get in contact with me at the Om Oracle Tarot Instagram page, of which there is only one, and the link for that is below in the description of this video. And if any of this reading resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, subscribe, as it is really most appreciated. And I appreciate all of you. I also want to send a big heartfelt sense of gratitude and thank you out to all those who have liked, shared, subscribed, and donated. It really does mean so much. And again, thank you so much. I'd also like to remind everyone to check your other placements, your sun, moon, and rising signs for a broader picture of what may be going on. You can also feel free to check out the beginning of the month readings as well as the full moon and the new moon readings that I also offer here at Om Oracle Tarot. All right, and I've brought in some beautiful flowers from the garden this morning before the before the Taurus reading, and they are here for your enjoyment, although it is extremely hot in here right now, so they have already begun to wilt, but they still smell very nice. All right, without any further ado, please give us a message for what is on Cancer's path of magic and manifestation for mid-May to mid-June of 2023. 3 cards, please. I only take uprights, and I only take jumpers from the deck. And while there may be moments of silence, while I may be shuffling the cards, do pay attention to anything you hear, see, sense within yourself, as this is all your intuition playing a role in this reading. As we are not together in the physical, I'm connecting to your energy. In a lot of ways, it's in these moments of silence that the deeper aspect of the reading takes place within yourself. So do pay attention to those. So Cancer, we're starting out with a bang here. In this Pamela Coleman Smith Centennial version of the Rider-Waite Smith deck, they have placed 4 extra cards with Pamela Coleman Smith's artwork on them, and I've left 2 of them in the deck because I felt called to, and I feel they play an important role. This one being the Ancestors card. Well, this is what I am calling it. This is the Ancestors, receiving spiritual messages from your ancestors, your spirit team. So it does appear that you are receiving these messages, you're receiving these downloads. They're also coming in, bringing you love, too. So I do feel like you might be kind of, you might have been going through a tough patch here, as there are some shadows bubbling up. And I feel like this is why your spirit team is coming in with this love and compassion, because you're doing some hard work here, processing these shadows. You may also be dealing with an unhealthy relationship or some addictions where you may be overindulging for some of you. But whatever this is, you're feeling a little trapped, a little bound by this. And also tempted here. So, and this is going to be a little bit different for everybody. So definitely take this how it applies to you. Then we have the Death card here. So next to the Devil, this is an indication that there's definitely a profound change, a profound ending to this, what feels like toxic behavior, or this level of restriction here. And this new day is dawning for you here. And you are letting go of the past here. And for others of you, this may read a little bit more literally here. We have at the bottom the page of Pentacles here. So even though this is kind of a hard time where you're doing this hard shadow work, you're kind of clearing your energy here. And that this is, the Death card here is indicating that you've kind of come to this process and you have really done enough hard work to where the sun is beginning to shine on you, to where you may have felt kind of in the dark for a minute. And you find yourself in this Page of Pentacles energy, kind of basking in the sun here. And this opens up a lot of opportunities for you moving forward. This is also going to increase your ability to manifest, because you're also having to flex your will here to overcome these shadows or get on top of them. And so when we do this with the will, it stays on even if we have process. So this is your extra juice for manifesting moving forward. But it does appear that the last 2 weeks in May, there are going to be a couple shadow periods. I can't sugarcoat it for you. I don't know how you sugarcoat it. So please give us 3 cards. Let's get a little bit more information. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Cancer's path of magic and manifestation for mid-May to mid-June of 2023. 3 cards, please. We have the World card. All right. 2 cards for the Cancers. This Page of Sword keeps popping. All right, I've got a 10 of Swords. Page of Pentacles again. At the bottom, we have the 7 of Swords. This is feeling a lot like the Gemini reading in some aspects. So if you have some Gemini placements, you might want to check that reading. So we have the World card, the 10 of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and the 7 of Swords. So with the World card, this is definitely part of your destiny. Even though this is tough, this is marking a successful completion to this type of energy here, or at least you're putting it in its proper place within yourself. And in some aspects, you are integrating some of these shadows. And I can't remember if it was Cancer's last time that had the integrating of something. Anyway, you'll have to go back and check it, because I don't remember. But you are kind of traveling from one state of being to another state of being. We have the 10 of Swords. So the 10 of Swords is marking this completion, this ending, similar to the Death, but also there is this ray of light. This new day is dawning because of this ending. And this, the 10 of Swords is kind of a painful ending. So these shadow processes, whatever this might be for you, there is a sting to it. It does feel temporary, because it's like this sting is kind of what... because you're letting things go that perhaps you didn't want to. Speaking to perhaps some of these addictions. So in doing that, say if you are in the process of, say, getting clean or kicking something, you're stopping drinking, this can be a painful process. And it does kind of mark this end of a lifestyle and the beginning of the new. Now, that's very specific. That may only speak to one or two of you, but that is what it is. But it is this uncomfortable ending that brings you to this Ten of Pentacles energy in the sunlight here. Having these opportunities present themselves as you manifest them. But not just that, it's without this in the way, you're ready to step into these opportunities. We can get opportunities all day, but if we're not ready to step into them, then they won't be ours. So we have this, we have the Seven of Swords at the bottom. So in some aspects, you are being strategic on how you tackle these, we'll just say, shadows. So you are kind of timing this out just so. You might even see that you have 3 or 4 days off of work and you're like, perfect. So there is that aspect of it. But with the Seven of Swords, it's also speaking about a deceptive energy. So some of this might be within yourself. You might be kind of gaslighting yourself. And a lot of times we will do this concerning things like addiction. That is speaking to a few of you, but this feels like kind of an outside influence here of a deceptive energy. Someone trying to get away with something, trying to get over on you concerning something, but a deceptive energy in your circle here. So I feel like we will get a little bit more about that as we go. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Cancer's path of magic and manifestation for mid-May to mid-June of 2023. We have the 8 of discs. All right. So we have the 8 of discs, the Prince of Swords, the 4 of discs, and the Ace of Cups. So with the 8 of discs, you are becoming the master of your mind. You're reclaiming your mind, and you're mastering yourself here. Now, as you do that, and your energy, your brain space kind of opens up because you're not kind of in this somewhat of an obsessive mode concerning this. It's just like either you're wanting it or you're trying to get away from it. Either way, this is kind of a obsessive kind of energy here. So you are developing also some new, perhaps, coping mechanisms, new methods of relaxation. You may be utilizing yoga and meditation, guided meditations, things like this. But it's like the saying, hell or high water, I'm going to conquer this. We have the Prince of Swords, so I definitely feel like you, when you really see these shadows and are truthful with yourself about these shadows, you kind of hit them like this Prince of Swords would, with a lot of tenacity and drive here. Almost in an overbearing way. You're like, okay, like I am in charge. These shadows have got to go. I've got to hit this from every angle is what I feel that you are doing here. We have the 4 of discs, so you're kind of being quiet about your process here. You're not letting people know. You're gathering your energy at this time. You may also be counting your resources, for perhaps some time off of work, or perhaps this new move forward into new opportunities. And in this deck, they are calling this card power here. So I really feel you stepping into your own power, again, becoming the master of yourself, and then in turn, master of your world, where you're going, what you're manifesting. And we have the Ace of Cups. So this is uncomfortable for you, and you won't see this until you've processed this, but this is a gift from the divine. This is love. This love and compassion coming in, showing you this shadow and kind of showing you how to release it, or at least how to process it in a healthy way, if you're integrating these things. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Cancer's path of magic and manifestation for mid-May to mid-June of 2023. Three of Pentacles. All right. All right. So we have the Three of Pentacles, the Hangman, the Knight of Chalices, and the Five of Wands here. So with the Three of Pentacles, you know how to deal with these shadows. I feel like you've done this before. I feel like this is kind of bubbling up for its one last salute to you as the master of your mind here. But it does kind of rock you a little bit because it's enticing. So I do feel that you are using what you've learned thus far and putting it to good use here. Now, the Three of Pentacles can also speak of a team effort, so you may be collaborating with others to tackle or integrate whatever this is. Now, I feel like a lot of you, there's something that about yourself that you're resisting here, that needs integration for you to be whole and to move forward, but you are resisting this. So you may be coming in contact with a team of people or other people, however you interpret that, to help you integrate these things. And I feel you doing this in a highly creative way. And you may also be in your time, as this person is painting here. So you may be painting, drawing, doing some sort of visual art on your computer, or some sort of web design. Something like this is what you might be doing with your time. We have the Hangman, so you are getting a new perspective on these shadows, again, seeing them for what they are. And in a lot of ways, you are letting go of old patterns of thought concerning these, because not all of these, I feel like, are bad, but there's something, you perceive these as bad, even though you are enticed by these things. And this kind of feels of a sexual nature. And say if you are trying to be celibate, you may have found that that's not really working for you, and so you may be getting this new perspective on these things, integrating these things, enjoying these things, loving these things, and loving this aspect about yourself, because this is really giving you this new perspective. So I realize there are a couple different storylines going on, but again, this is going to be a little different for everyone. And with the Knight of Cups, again, you are moving forward with this creativity. And you really have your cup of compassion held high, but it's like on this card, you're daydreaming about this shadow. So it's like Ram Dass has a saying, it's like if you can be a celibate, that's great, but if you just end up being a horny celibate, that's defeating the entire purpose. So it's like you have to live a little. We're in this life to learn how to be human. Part of that is engaging with these things. And so I feel like that is a lot of you out there. You're resisting this about yourself out of some level of piety is really kind of what I feel like. And so we have the Five of Wands here. You're daydreaming about this, but you're also having this internal conflict about this. But this is also training you, conditioning your energy to be able to either, whatever this is for you, to either integrate in a healthy way or release and recover here. So it is a little different for everybody, but there is this ending of this old way of being, thinking, and things like this. On this calendar, June 21st is circled, so that is approaching on the calendar, so that may resonate with some of you. All right, please give us 3 cards for what is on Cancer's path of magic and manifestation for mid-May to mid-June of 2023. All right. That's a lot. All right, we have the Two of Swords, the Five of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and at the bottom we have the Initiate of Pentacles. At the bottom we have the Eight of Cups here. So with the Two of Swords here, you are trying to make a decision. I feel like how you integrate this in a healthy way. Because I feel like there is a level of shame tied up in this, so that you're having a hard time seeing how you integrate this. A lot of this has to do with your perception of this, not the actual reality of it. It's your perception. So it's like you can't see the truth of it. So you're trying to make this decision with a blindfold on. So this is where this tension comes in of the Five of Swords here. This is a lot of internal conflict. And really, this is what this shadow is bubbling up from, essentially, is this internal conflict. And I feel like you feel like you have a lot of things competing for your attention at this time. But I do feel that at some point in the second half of May, you do defeat this energy, or at least you're on top of it. You've integrated it. We have the Ten of Pentacles, so we have another Ten of Pentacles here. Or not another one, but what was that? Eight of Pentacles. So we have a Ten of Pentacles. So this is really you stepping into long-term success concerning these things, concerning this shadow work, concerning integrating these things in a healthy way. This is long-term success. And it's like this person is kind of going through some old items. It's a warehouse of theirs or the storage unit. And so you may be going back over some old things that you may have put on your internal metaphorical shelf. And you are taking these things off the shelf, dusting them off, and trying them on, seeing how this fits on you. How does this work for you? So you are kind of you are integrating here. That would indicate that we have the Ace of Pentacles. So this is your gift of abundance from the universe. This is more energy for you to manifest with. And this is really either to release or integrate whatever you're doing. This is exactly what you need to get you beyond the hedge of this, because you are confined by either your perception of this or your level of attachment to this. You're confined. So when you release this or you integrate this, you begin to expand, and you're expanding into the light here. We have the Eight of Cups here. So you are walking away from what doesn't serve you here. And you could almost see this person is walking away, and you could see it as she's walking away and leaving this one last cup before she leaves. In this kind of way, I kind of see her. She's leaving a lot of these cups behind, but there's this one cup she's going to bring with her, him or her. It's not gender specific. And so some of these shadows, you're like, yeah, this is unhealthy. I should set this down. I should dry out, or however you're wording that. But some of this, you're going to be like, I can integrate this in a healthy way. And plus, I really enjoy this. So you are integrating some of these natural things here. I think you know what I'm talking about. And we have a moon here in one of its various moon phases. So definitely pay close attention to the planets, the transits, the moon cycles, as this can all help you out with the timing of things. And you can also utilize these energies to your benefit, which I highly suggest doing. All right. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Cancer's path of magic and manifestation for mid-May to mid-June of 2023. All right. The RAR. Ooh, I think it was Libra got the RAR. Guardian at the gate. Too many? All right. Just one more, please. Now, if those are meant to come out, they'll come back out again. All right, thank you. All right. So, starting out, we have the RAR here. So this is talking about, and this is what Libra got too, is like in integrating some of these, what you could say, more natural or sexual things that you say, if you were raised in a very dogmatic system, these things might seem, things of a sexual nature might seem taboo, or things like this. And a lot of times these seeds of shame about these things get planted when we're very young. So you may not be engaged in any religious thing like that at all, and still have these seeds that were planted here. So the Spirit is really asking you to embrace your wild side. And this does feel like it's concerning this energy. You feel like this is wild or freaky. So you feel like this is too weird to tell anyone. There may be some embarrassment surrounding this. You may have told these things to someone in the past and it ended poorly, and so you carry this shame. Now, that doesn't mean that's how that one person felt about that. That doesn't mean that's how everybody feels about that, but that's what your mind is telling you. So it's time to embrace your wild energy. Step into your full potential. There's a lot of power in this. This is your energy here that you are denying. Your wild energy. This is authentic. Our wild essence is truly authentic. And so you're kind of resisting this element of yourself that is really authentic. You're resisting yourself. And so embrace your wild side. Let your freak flag fly. Do you. And then we have guardian at the gate. So the guy at the gate, man or woman, the person at the gate is saying, "Oh, do you have your are you waving your freak flag? Well, then you if you're not, then you can't come in." So your destiny is waiting for you to wave this freak flag so that it can let you in. But this is allowing you this opening, this doorway into a new life for you, a new way of being here. And so I feel these gates opening up for you into your future here. Let's see. The bright mother here. That is very bright, isn't it? So again, with this creative energy here, I feel you being very creative just across the board during this time period. And perhaps some creative activities that you haven't done in a long time. Say if you used to write, you're kind of picking that back up again. If you used to paint, you're picking that back up again. If you used to be a fashion designer or a cook, you're picking these creative talents back up again, and you're really nurturing these things. All of this comes from you embracing this wild aspect of yourself, because this wild authenticness kind of spills out into all the other areas of your life that feel kind of dry for you right now. Now, this is also talking about intimacy. So there's an element of this where you are resisting the activity, but there's something about the intimacy that you are scared of. And that is normal, and you shouldn't feel any kind of way about that, and to be very patient with yourself. This is a process. This is one step at a time kind of process. So do be patient with yourself, because you're kind of the universe is giving birth to a new you. But it's like this release of this wild energy has to come first. Here. All right. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Cancer's path of magic and manifestation for mid-May to mid-June of 2023. 3 cards, please. All right. Take the leap. Two more cards, please. All right, you're picking the right one. I know. That's too many, though. 2. Just 2, please. There you go. All right. One more. All right. Have take the leap, inspiration, follow your bliss. So the Spirit is asking you to take this leap of faith, kind of into the unknown, but it's like riding a bike here. So, and all jokes aside, the Spirit is asking you to take this leap of faith. I feel like most of you, if not all of you, are taking this leap of faith in embracing your wild energy here, embracing your wild side. This is going to be inspirational for all the other areas of your life. Like I said, it's going to spill over into everything, this wild energy. This is kind of your superpower that you've kind of had in this, like you've had a lid on it. And now it's time to let it out, let it wild, and follow this bliss. You're resisting elements of your bliss. Now, I don't feel like intimate sexual relationship is bliss per se. I feel like it could be an element for someone's bliss, but it is not the end all be all. But again, this bliss is spilling out into all the other areas of your life. This is your path. Follow your bliss. There's something calling you here. It's like the spirits are calling your wild energy on the wind. You can feel it. You can, for some of you, you can hear it. But there is this holding back. You're bound to this idea of this for a lot of you, or the attachment to this for some of you as well. So again, all right. And this is starting to sound a little bit more like the last Cancer reading. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Cancer's path of magic and manifestation for mid-May to mid-June of 2023. How does this translate to the mundane sphere? How does this translate to our everyday life for our Cancers? 3 cards, please. Surprise. All right. Doctor and money. So we have a surprise here. So there's a picture of a what looks like a person fishing. They casted out their net, and when they pulled it in, there's a bag of what says $6,000 there. So that is a very nice surprise for someone who's just looking to catch fish here. So I feel like as you kind of let this wild energy out, you are in for a big surprise here, because it's like as you meet reality with your authentic expression, reality meets you in a very authentic way here, and with this surprise here. And we have Doctor. So it's this surprise of this healing energy, not just physically, not just spiritually or emotionally, but all of these things receive this healing. Like I said, it's spilling out into all the areas of your life. But this is kind of gumming up the works to where it's creating some toxic blockages in your energy here. And money, it is affecting your money. And or your abundance here. So this surprise is this healing. And I feel like with this healing comes abundance, or at least it sets you on this path towards the opportunity, towards this abundance that you have been trying to manifest. All right. Please give us 3 cards for a final message for our Cancers for what is on their path of magic and manifestation for mid-May to mid-June of 2023. 3 cards, please, for a final parting message for our Cancers. All right. King of Wands. For Leo's. All right. Ace of Swords. They've got the 9 of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands. At the bottom, we have the 10 of Pentacles again. So with the King of Wands, You are honoring this wild side about you. And as you embrace this, you kind of see where this is going to take you. You're having this vision of where this wild side, this bliss, is going to take you. And so you are honoring this aspect of yourself. And I feel like whatever you're doing with your creative energy, I feel like it's very much tied in with this wild energy, and you're doing whatever you're doing with a lot of style. We have the Ace of Swords here, so there is this breakthrough when you accept this truth here, and in doing so, it's leading to your ultimate success and bringing you to this Nine of Pentacles, where you're feeling this very self-sufficient, abundant, but also this luxurious kind of vibe here. Because this wild side likes luxury here. So this doesn't have to fit in a box. This doesn't have to be one thing or another. This doesn't have to, this can be whatever you want it to be. Wild, stylistic, luxurious, also spiritual. Who says you can't do all of those things? You're receiving some intuitive messages that indicate that is exactly where you're going. We have the 10 of Wands. So we have two tens here. This is another message of completion. Whatever this is, there is a completion to this shadow energy concerning this. And again, whether you are integrating or releasing this is coming to its completion here. This hard work is coming to its end, and it's leading to this long-term success. And we have, again, another Page of Pentacles. So we have 3 pages of Pentacles here. I don't know how many pages of Pentacles one needs, but we have number 3 here. So you are receiving these opportunities, and this is something you've manifested. It's time to step into this, but you got to integrate this wild. We have the 8 of Wands. So you are receiving some level of communication, definitely in the spirit concerning this. So do be open to receive those messages, and the guidance is really what's coming in from the spirit. Now, you may also be receiving some physical messages. You may bump into somebody and talk to them, or this might be a digital message for some of you. But this is concerning integrating this. So you interpret that how you will. But there is this communication coming in that is going to have you taking action. And we have the Moon card. So definitely initially this stirs up some fears, perhaps some outdated fears, some outdated illusions that you're processing with this. So you're really relying on your intuition to guide you through this, as with this shadow, like I said, you can't really see clearly initially. I feel like as we move into June, you begin to see very clearly. But initially, things are kind of hidden from you, and you might feel a little confused on how to wrap your head around this. And again, paying close attention to the planets of transits and the moon cycles. But really what you're processing these shadows out of is your subconscious here, because we can process them out consciously, but the seeds of them still remain in the subconscious. So you're kind of tackling this at its root. We have the Queen of Swords here, so you're being very direct. When you see this and you're like, okay, I am integrating this, I am releasing this, and I am embracing my wild side, and you're kind of like to the world, like you can get used to it. Like, I've muted myself for long enough. This is me. Deal with it. And so this is the kind of direct energy that you are coming with at this time. So my hat is definitely off to you, because that definitely takes bravery and courage here. Um, so I think that is a good place to leave the reading. Cancers, I want to wish you a lot of love and encouragement for mid-May to mid-June. There are some shadows. It feels like you're kind of wrapping up the story from the last reading. And it looks like you are coming to this successful completion of it as you integrate your wild, freaky side. So if any of this reading resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, as it is really most appreciated. And I appreciate all of you for tuning in, listening, and watching. Like I said, once again, you are truly most appreciated. And Cancers, I'll catch you on the next go-round. Up here.